Hello, welcome back. Today's video is for a Capricorn. So Gargi, if you are ready, this reading is for you. We'll shuffle them up. And I'm going to use what is called the starfish layout. It's a 5-card star layout. That card is important. We'll get to it after we lay the cards out. One more time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These cards are read the way they fall. This is supposed to be my star. This is the card that was important that fell out. Exposed. We'll look into this deeper towards the end of the reading. We will also consult the tarot cards towards the end as well. So my friend, the card in position 1, anomaly. Card in position 1 represents the energy or feeling of your question. It's usually self-explanatory. If not, then it's revealing a deeper energy you may not be aware of consciously. Let's look deeper. In a sea of black crows, the one that grabs your attention is the rare melanin lacking one. Something is going to appear, and it will be hard not to notice or avoid it. It is strikingly clear that what you encounter will be abnormally good or perhaps abnormally bad. Either way, my friend, it will stand out in some way. Anomaly may appear if you are contemplating an event within a relationship. You may find yourself questioning if someone's behavior, good or bad, serves as an indication of who they truly are, or if the situation was a rare event, out of character. Sometimes we just need to have one small encounter, an outlier, to understand a greater potential or to be able to rule out an absolute. Card in position 2. Freedom. This card reveals a potential course of action best suited to your current scenario. Remember, this is a suggestion, not an order. Let's look deeper. This card brings the message that you do not need to stay where you are. You can change your position. You can rise up and see the world from a different point of view. You have the wings. All you need is the desire and self-confidence to fly. Freedom brings movement, flexibility, and the ability to expand your horizons, whether it is freedom to travel, freedom to make the decisions at work, or freedom to splurge on your favorite meal. When this card appears, you may need to ask yourself some questions. In which areas of your life would you like to expand your freedom? My friend, what is your definition of freedom? Card in position 3. This card, let's get a view here. Oops. This card, release, exposes anything you need to be aware of. Now, this might sound a little negative, but this card can also be a positive card and show energies such as happy distractions. Let's look closer. When the time comes when you cannot grieve anymore and it is time to let go, release is that next step. This card may come to you when you need help moving forward or accepting an ending. It is time to move on, rise up, and release yourself from the past. This card represents the transition between letting go and moving on. It is that moment when we become aware that we can no longer hold on to the past or an event that cannot be altered. You may need to consider if your situation is blocked or impacted by something that needs to be released. Card in position 4. This card gives an insight into the perspective of others in relation to your question. Memory. Even though you may not wish to act on this, it's always good to know how others might be feeling about you and or your situation. So let's look closer. Crows never forget a friend or a foe. In a changing, populated landscape, these remarkable birds recognize the faces of those who have hurt as well as helped. When crows spot a predator or known human who has been less than kind, they go into a frenzy, calling out to all that danger is near. They spread the word about the good stuff too, such as people who tend to share their lunch or places where food is often discarded. What is remarkable is they also pass down the memory of their experience to their young. As complex as these birds are, forgiveness does not seem too likely. The memory card asks you to examine areas where you may be letting a past hurt or situation impact how you engage with someone today. Are you cautious or holding a grudge? Do you expect others to behave in a certain way because of past behavior? Card in position 5. Card in position 5 shows a potential outcome to your current situation. This potential is based on the preceding cards. All must be taken into account. Perspective. Let's look closer. Perspective. Crows really do hang upside down. The birds take this position to get at the food that would not otherwise be attainable. When you take a moment to stop, disengage, and open your mind to seeing the situation from a different perspective, you might realize there is more information available that will assist ensuring the best course of action is taken. When this card appears, your situation will benefit from slowing down and holding off on any significant decision making. As my friend, you may not have all the information that is available to ensure that all aspects of the situation are considered. Let's look at your last and final card, which is the first one that fell out in your reading. Exposed. Alone and unprotected, the fledgling is vulnerable to attack. This card may indicate you are being thrust into the spotlight and potentially not in a good way. It depends on your circumstances. As a result, you may feel helpless and fear possible criticism. This card may also point to an open and free opportunity for the taking, as there will not be much in the way of opposition. This card speaks to the feelings that surface as a result of feeling vulnerable. Are you comfortable putting yourself out there? Does facing criticism cause you to freeze up? What opportunities have you possibly missed because of a fear of being seen? Exposed may also present itself as a call to examine your situation more carefully, as a piece of valuable information is becoming clearer. Something or someone may expose their flaws or weaknesses, and this may prove to be beneficial information in the future. Let's consult the tarot cards and see if they have anything to say. Let's shuffle them up. Any words of wisdom from these cards? And don't forget, I always ask if you are experiencing like deja vu, and if you know what the object of your deja vu is. Sometimes it has a deeper meaning. Are you drawn to maybe a specific number lately? Color. You want to wear a certain color that is not generally your color. They can all have deeper meaning, symbolism. And if you are experiencing this, we could dig deeper to see if maybe there is meaning for you. So let's see what the tarot says. Get these shuffled up. All right. See if anything else falls out. That one wants to stay. There we go. Let's see what we have. The first one that fell out is the Two of Wands. The next one we have is the Magician. Third one is the Ten of Wands. The fourth one is the Hermit. And the fifth one is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, let's look closer. So as far as a time frame goes for you, if something is going on, I fear it's happening very fast, quick. I mean, and when I say fast, the fastest. So the Magician represents something happening very quickly. The Two and the Ten of Wands also represent speed, the fastest that anything can happen, very fast. And it could quite possibly be in the spring. But the Pentacles can represent winter as well. So if, as far as that goes, that speed, that could be something that drags out to winter. But my friends, the Two of Wands, as a date, I see March 21st through the 30th. And the Ten of Wands is December 13th through the 21st. Now, again, these are cards, these are the fastest when it comes to speed. And this one represents something happening quickly. And it could be just an amount of days, too. So it can be 10 days. We have the Hermit. This can be a Virgo. So, I don't know if that means anything. So the dates for the Virgo are August 24th through September 22nd, if those dates mean anything. And again, this is a slow card, the slowest. It can be a number of years, and it can also represent the winter. So maybe I don't know. You and a Virgo. Are you a Virgo? Have you been working on something and it may come to fruit, completion in the winter months? Individually, the Two of Wands says that you have ambitions and you need to fire yourself up and get out there. But my friend, you also need to have a plan, and you need to plan ahead and be strategic. Where do you want to get to? Think about what you have, what you've got to give. Think innovation, fresh ideas. You are in an excellent position to join forces with another who shares your vision. The Magician says it's all in the know-how. All you need to use all the resources around you to attain the success you deserve. So the perfect blend of intellect, willpower, concentration, organizational skills, and action alongside that flair of innovation and creative potency that you have will magically materialize what you desire. You can, will, and you have. Next one. This card says you have shouldered way too much responsibility and burden in your life. It is time to figure out a more efficient way to go about your work and your responsibilities. It is time to delegate and pass on some of your passion for the project onto others. The Hermit says, leave me alone. I need time away from the noise of the world to find answers. I cannot show you the way. Your way is your own. It is for you to look within and find your own purpose in life. If you need alone time, there's nothing wrong with that. Find your own purpose. And the Ace of Pentacles says there is a material opportunity in the making that is not yet fully formed. You must be open and receptive to material reward. Good times could be waiting for you. Now is the time to set the ball rolling on any venture or transaction, or to court prosperity by merely investing in a solitary lottery ticket. Keywords I have here look great. Wealth, inheritance, windfall, a helping hand, prosperity, abundance, profit, opportunity, business plan. My friend, I hope this helps. If you like this type of video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, share. If you're interested in a reading, anybody watching this video, a reading of your own, please send me an email, leave a comment. I'll leave all the links in the description box below for membership levels, so check those out as well. And most of all, I hope you guys have the best day ever, and I'll see you in the next video.